my channel. For all those who stopped by today, my name is Petra. And I'm so sorry, I've been gone for a long time, but I am back with better and more interesting content. I do videos on motherhood, baby recipes or kids recipes, and organization, home organization. Today I'm super excited because the topic motherhood is something that touches my heart really close. So my friend Lua, she's visiting from the UK.
Hello.
And she is a mom of 4, a very good mom of 4. So I decided, why not do a video where we talk about motherhood as a whole. We just wanted to ask each other questions because we share a lot in common, and I realized that parenting used to be so much easier.
Yes.
When we raised our non-existent kids hypothetically.
Yes.
Then when reality kicked in, we realized how hard it really is.
And how different it is.
And how different it is. Yeah. So I know there are so many moms out there, or aunties, or caregivers who have lots of questions. Grandparents, of course, the best. Grandmothers.
Yes. They spoil the kids. But
yeah. So they have lots of questions, and we'll share those questions today. We decided to share questions, and I promise we haven't looked at anything before. I haven't shared to her what I'm gonna ask her, and likewise.
So that it's more natural.
It's more natural. We just want those answers. Maybe it may help you. So if this is your first time watching my channel, my content today is totally different. Yeah. This is the first time I'm really doing this.
A sit down video.
A sit down
really
video.
Privileged.
So I'm excited, and we did a part 1 of this video on her channel. Now let me introduce you. Lua Lee is a content creator. She'll introduce herself, but let me just tell you, she is a content creator. She does day-to-day vlogging, family vlogging. Most especially, I love her weight loss journey. She has a very successful weight loss journey story.
Thank you.
So I recommend you to subscribe to her channel and watch her videos. Now over to you.
Thank you. I feel really privileged coming to Petra. She's my sister and she's on YouTube. I've not seen Petra in, oh my god, in almost 3 years.
Yeah.
Visiting from the UK, and she spoiled me. Oh my, I'm not gonna go back. We're in California on a mini vacation. We
left the kids behind.
Yeah, and
we're having our girl time.
Yes.
Not a mommy time.
Girl time. We're living a soft life. So I feel really privileged to come, and as Petra has already said, she said everything on my channel, and we have a part A on mine, which is a different sort of video. You want to watch it, so go over there and check it out, and we'll go straight to the video. Straight.
Okay. So
do you want me to start, or do you want to
I
start?
think you. Okay, I should start.
Yes.
Okay.
You're the.
My first question to Lua today will be, if you had to choose one parenting mantra for yourself, what would that be?
Wow, that is tough. I didn't
expect
that.
Tough. No, that's not a tough question.
I'm going to get
scared
of coming to my channel now.
If you had to choose one parenting mantra for yourself, what would that be?
Tough love.
Okay,
great. Tough love.
Okay.
The reason why I say tough love is everything good. Love is kind, and being a mom, it's something that we live by being loving and kind. But on the same token, on the other hand, there's that aspect of discipline, which comes in with love, which you need to blend, and I consider that tough love. I can expatiate if you want me to later. Does that answer your question at
exactly.
all?
Yeah.
Do you want to expatiate, or is that?
No, I think everybody understands what's tough love.
Tough love.
Like you reprimand them,
yes,
and you turn around and you just cuddle and talk to them in.
So because it's so easy to get carried away in this part of the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Great.
Should I ask you first?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What I want to find out is, right, I love your values generally, and I know that we've known each other for so long.
Thank
what
you.
has how did your parenting get shaped by how your parents brought you up?
Oh, okay. That's a good one.
How have your values now been shaped from your parents' upbringing?
Wow, okay. I'm gonna say, most times you turn to practice or you tend to imitate
Yes.
whatever you were raised with,
Yes.
or however you were raised.
Yes.
Okay. I was raised up in a home where we dined on the table as a family.
Wow.
That's a very important aspect of family to me.
Yes, values.
So I really, most times because of our different work schedules,
Yes.
Sundays are the days that my husband and I have time to sit together with the kids and grandma to share a meal.
Yes.
So we don't miss that out.
Oh.
So I try for my kids to know that value.
Yes.
That it's very important to dine together.
Okay.
Share ideas. They're still very small.
Yeah.
They're very young. But I just love the fact that we can share a meal together as a family and just talk and just laugh and just do fun things on the table.
Relax
and just relax.
Yes.
So I'm very happy that my parents raised us that way, and my siblings and I are really close.
Oh wow!
Because we were raised up in a home where we dined together and we shared ideas together.
That's nice.
So
that's good. That's amazing. Right. Okay. That's the spot on answer.
Okay. So now it's my turn.
It's your turn.
Okay. Or what's your most proud motherhood moment in this journey?
Wow. I'll say that that being a mom, right, is just being a mother, birthing a child, or being a caregiver to a child is a moment to be proud about. But if I want to expatiate more, because I've got 4 kids, I don't want to make any of my kids feel like special or better. I'll rather talk about the experience I've had being a mother as opposed to, do you know what I mean? Like my proudest experience like a mother. And I think that when I was able to go back to work after having my 3rd child 4 weeks later and balance my life till today, I've never had a break away from work. For me, it might be nothing to some people, but for me, it was a turning point. It meant that I could balance my life all and not use parenting or motherhood like an excuse not to go and be a go-getter.
Oh wow.
It did not limit me. And for me, going back to work after 3-4 weeks with a new baby and carrying on till dates is as proud as it gets.
That's the strength.
Thank you.
Wow, I applaud you for that.
Thank you. Thank you. You're just as strong.
Okay,
Thank
so now it's your turn.
It's my turn.
Yeah. Right.
This is one that, honestly, before I ask my question, this girl, she's not my friend, she's my sister, right? Because I've not got a biological sister, but I've adopted a lot of them on the way, and she's one of them. When I look at Petra's life and how she feeds her kids with healthy meals, I just want to ask that, what is your favorite mom go-to recipe for an easy but healthy life? What's that one recipe you can share?
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
The easiest that I will share.
Yes.
I have so many recipes, but let me go. You said easy.
The one that is your go-to, like when you're coming into the house, like a lot of mothers watching now.
Right.
When they get home and thinking, what am I going to cook for tea, for lunch, and all that? What is that thing that when you walk in, any mother can put together for a kid?
Oh, okay. The first thing, I'll go by age.
Okay, yes.
So if they are still 1 or less than 1,
Yeah.
when I get into the house, the first thing I'll do is like an applesauce. It's very easy.
Oh.
Because below 1, I don't expect them to eat like a full apple, like a solid.
Yes.
I don't expect them to bite because
Yes.
they may or they may not have teeth.
Yes.
And even if they have, they are at risk for choking.
Of course.
So, applesauce is the easiest. I'm very big about shelf life and the shelf meals.
Of course.
So it's very easy.
Organic.
Exactly. It's very easy to just slice your apples
Right.
and steam them.
Okay.
You can either blend or just crush them and give it to the baby if they are less than 1.
So
So that's So for toddlers,
Yeah.
therefore, toddlers love picky food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they love like just picking things and eating.
Yes.
Most toddlers, 4 and above, they're
Right.
they can
Yeah,
eat.
of course.
So for toddlers, because I already talked about babies less than 1.
Yes.
For toddlers love anything that they can just pick or just nibble on.
Yeah.
So it will be very easy for me to prepare like maybe sweet potato
Yeah.
or
okay.
any potatoes that I have.
Okay.
Cut them into little squares
Okay.
and steam it.
Okay.
And then you can steam and fry or you can steam and bake.
Okay.
Whichever one is your choice.
Okay.
But once you do that, you just prepare some salmon on the side.
Oh.
Yeah, most times my kids really love salmon.
Yes.
Just because I think salmon is safe.
Yes.
Since it has very little to no bones.
Of course.
You know, so it's easier for them to nibble on without me stressing about.
And it's very
this thing.
healthy,
It's very
actually.
healthy. So that with some veggies.
Ooh.
It could be peas, it could be green beans.
Okay.
Whatever veggies I have. So that's very easy to go meal.
And
Because you just put everything together.
Together.
Once you slice the potatoes,
yes.
like into little squares,
yes.
just grill the salmon or
Yes.
like marinate the salmon
Yes.
with very
Minimal spice
ingredients. Just
yes.
because you don't want it
overwhelming.
exactly for the
Okay.
kids.
Oh.
So minimal, and then just a little bit of salt as well,
Okay.
and then the vegetables. If you toss everything together
Yeah.
in the oven,
Yes.
that should take you like a good 15
That's
minutes.
amazing because while you just get
Yeah.
in, like the thing you have is the time, so you can get
Yeah.
in and go get
You put all of that together, put it in the oven
come it's ready.
while you get them ready. If they're from school, while you're getting their uniforms, undressing
Wow.
them, or whatever you're doing.
This is really
Yeah,
this
it's
is
very
really
easy.
your thing. You should just say it like it's easy
Because that's
But
what I do most.
we are learning. Thank you for sharing that. So that's it. It's your turn now.
Oh, it's my turn. Oh,
Yes.
that was quick. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh my God. Okay. What has been the hardest period of motherhood to you so far?
Right.
Did I put the question
You
right?
did.
What
did.
has been your
Like
hardest
the
part
hardest
of
part of
motherhood?
being a mother?
Yes.
Can I say two?
Of course. Yeah.
Okay. I think the first thing is dealing with mom guilt.
Hmm?
I don't know if you guys know about mom guilt, but it's just my term. But mom guilt is being here,
And leaving the kids
leaving the
behind.
kids. It's the littlest things that you do that you do normally. If you don't have kids, you do them.
Exactly.
Right? You go on vacation, you go
Right.
back wherever you're going to
Mhm.
without a care in the world because you've got no little person that looks or an older person that.
Mhm.
So on a personal level, because I've always worked full time
Mhm.
and I've always had demanding jobs, and like Petra knows, my hands are full. I do this, I do YouTube, I have a side business, and I do all sorts. Having to sometimes not be in all my kids' events, like I'm
Mhm.
here in the US.
Mhm. And you kids are
My
their
kids
daddy and
are with
grandma.
dad and grandma, you
Mhm.
know, and they have like sports day, and I can't be there. Those are the toughest things that make me very emotional.
Oh, but that doesn't mean they're not attending. Daddy will take them there.
Yeah, so it's
or
the mom.
grandma.
It's the mom.
But is that mom guilt
It's
you're
that
talking
mom
about?
guilt. That for
Okay.
me is what I deal with daily, and I'm sure most mothers in part of the world, especially,
Okay.
have to balance their lives and sometimes not be in milestones.
Okay.
And then the other thing, sorry to answer too, but
No, that's fine.
the other thing is if you've ever, like, one thing about my child is that my big son plays football, semi-professional football, and having to deal with him and the emotions that come with being in a competitive game at a professional level is a big challenge for a parent. You experience that.
I
today.
experienced that today.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're here for football, and when they lose a match, the back end of what we have to go through, like parents, times that he's injured, he's crying, he's emotional, we have to deal with that.
Or when they
That's-
lose again.
They lose
Yeah,
again.
because all this it's either a win
or
or
lose.
yes, you either win or you lose.
Yes.
So
we have the
when they
maturity,
lose, they don't take it as easily as an
Absolutely.
adult will.
and that's every day of our lives. Because we have two boys who play football, so that
Yeah.
for me is a challenge.
Oh, that's a nice one.
That's
Great.
a nice question.
That's
as
your
well.
turn now.
Yes, my turn.
Okay.
Now I want us to fast forward a little bit
Okay.
to when the kids grow up, right?
Mhm.
I know that you've not experienced it, but I just want to try and poke your mind of what you thought would be.
Okay.
And this might be, don't take this question to mean ill luck or anything. It's just,
Okay.
if one of your kids came to you and decided not to take a conventional route that you wanted,
Okay.
there are several facets to this. You could think about maybe not wanting to go to uni. For us, that's the bare minimum. right? Where we come from.
Right.
Or your child not wanting to maybe give you grandkids, for example.
Right.
Or wanting to go the other way. However, how, like a parent, how do you think you're going to handle that in the future?
If they don't go the conventional route.
Yes.
Okay. The one thing I'll tell you first is that I'm a Christian, and I don't want to impose my values. I'm insisting impose.
Yes.
Because I want them to learn.
Okay.
But I don't want to impose my values on them.
Okay.
Because I believe everyone is different.
Yes.
Even though I'm the mother.
Yes.
I don't have to impose my values on them.
Okay.
I want them to grow and choose whatever path God has for them.
Okay.
Because I just believe whatever path they choose, if it's okay for them, if they are happy with it,
yes,
and it's not harming them,
yes,
I'm okay.
Wow, that's very mature. That's
yeah,
very mature. Answer.
That's what I pray for every single day.
So when you say if it doesn't harm them, what about if they make decisions that might harm them? What would you do? How would you handle your child saying to you, "I have chosen," for example?
I'm listening.
So if like your child walks in and says, "Mom, I have chosen I don't want to get married, but I want kids,"
that's okay.
Is that okay?
That's okay.
That's amazing.
Honestly, because remember,
yes,
marriage is not an achievement.
Spot on.
Marriage does not define success.
That's why she's my sister. All that knowledge.
No, it's true.
I'm with you on that. 100%.
So I want my kids to be happy. If they choose not to get married, it is okay.
So
I want them to be happy.
Okay.
And that's why I said I'm a Christian.
Yes.
And some of the things I pray for is for God to be able to direct me.
Yes.
To bring them up in a way that I'm not imposing on them.
Yes.
Let them make choices of theirs.
Yes.
And let me just direct them, lead them. But if my choices or if their choices are not my choices,
you accept
I'm just gonna pray for them to be safe.
That's amazing, because the pressures that parents go to make sure that the kids conform to the norms is completely out of order. Thank you for that answer. And I'm sure a lot of people will hear that and think that I'm in this situation right now. Maybe my teenager doesn't want to do what I was expecting to go to college.
Yeah. You know how most parents, when we were growing up, most of our parents believed we had to go to the university. We all had a lot of talents.
Yes.
And maybe I know people that didn't follow those talents, those God-given talents.
Yes.
Because their parents wanted them to go, you have to become a lawyer.
Yes.
You have to become a medical doctor.
Yes.
You have to become an engineer. You have to become a nurse. You have to become whatever your parents wanted you to become.
And
but maybe you had that gift, that voice, that angelic voice that you really wanted to sing.
Absolutely.
You know, growing up, most parents felt like singing means you don't really have a focus.
Absolutely.
You know, but look at how much we enjoy it. Music is soothing.
Yeah.
You know,
things have moved on since then.
Since then.
Absolutely. Coming from my family, we're not conventional. I always say that.
Exactly.
My brothers are into different stuff, and
exactly.
my parents give them the chance.
Look at football today.
Yes.
I'm so happy to see that your son plays football because that's what he likes.
Loves,
and I'm here today to support
me.
Watch your son, our son, follow his dreams.
So
that's what I want to see.
That's amazing.
I don't expect you to force him to study math, to study English, to study whatever, because he has to become whatever you want him to become. Yeah, let him follow his path. You're supporting him.
Yes.
I mean, flying from the UK to California, just to watch your son play.
Yes.
I left my kids in Oklahoma to come support you so we could watch him play. Look at how happy he was today, just seeing us being there for him. So that's what I don't. I just expect the kids to go thee where the path may lead.
Absolutely. I have nothing else to say. I rest my case. Okay. It's your turn to ask me.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yes.
Okay. Let me get some water. Maybe my second to the last question. Is how do you handle how do you handle family taking care of your kids in their own way, not in your own way? Like we are from an African family, like a typical African
Of
family,
course.
and there's a statement that goes, there's a saying that goes, it takes a village.
To raise a kid.
Yes. So
Wow.
what does the statement, it takes a village to raise a kid, how do you imply that? How do you get what I'm
How
trying
do
to
I
say?
manage
How
that
do you
situation?
manage that situation?
Okay.
That means your family is taking care of your kids. And when I say family, I mean aunties, uncles, friends, grandma,
yeah.
grandpa. Everyone has their own way.
And their own impact, their own values, their own expectations
From the kids. So
kids.
how do you handle that?
Wow, that's a very good question. I don't, you know what? I have not faced that. And let me be honest, right? When we live in this part of the world, I always have to put things in perspective.
Right.
In this part of the world, it's so easy to be in your own bubble with your family.
Right.
Right? But I'm going to take away that situation and talk about if we're in Africa, because we are still Africans, right?
Right, exactly.
So if we're in Cameroon, where we're from originally, by the way, if you didn't know that.
Yeah, but still,
So-
I want you to answer in the context of even here.
Oh, even here?
Yeah, not just because you're not in Cameroon.
Okay.
I doubt you're ever gonna relocate to Cameroon.
So if like an aunt, okay, you know what? I actually like the fact that our family, I think that it does take a village
to raise a child.
Exactly. I don't know it all.
Very good.
I don't know it all. I don't even know half of what I'm meant to know because it's a learning curve.
Exactly.
And if my auntie, my friend, my sister, my cousin, my mom, my brothers have more knowledge, I'm sure they do, on certain topics, I'll be happy for my kids to get the perspective on life.
Great.
Because guess what? They would never ever have any bad motives for our kids because we love them like us.
Yeah.
So I'll give them that opportunity to have as much information that they can sort out as possible.
Okay.
However, I believe that at the end of the day, if you notice there's a wrong influence, you can always use your gut instinct like a parent to give your final advice
Great.
on certain topics. That's
Oh.
a good one. It's a good one. So I've got my second to the last question now.
Last question.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, before we all had kids,
Mhm.
we had certain goals, ambitions, and life aspirations.
Mhm.
How do you think motherhood has affected and shaped those goals that you had like a little girl or like a young lady a few years ago before you had kids?
Wow. I actually think motherhood has helped me to be better, to work harder. Because now I'm not just doing things for myself.
Yes.
It has helped me to be more careful.
Okay.
Remember today we were in a cab and
Yes.
the driver was going above the speed and I was
Yes.
very worried. The
Yes.
first thing I told you was that, Lua, we left kids behind.
At home.
So those are my worries. Those are the things it shaped me to be better. Maybe before I'll probably want, oh yeah, just go, speak.
Yes.
But now I'm looking at like, no,
Yes.
I know for sure that someday we are all gonna die.
Yes, of course.
But we have to be careful.
Because you have
You know,
something
do
to
your own
live-
part.
You have something
I have
to
something
live for.
I live for that.
Yes.
So I'm very careful with my life. I'm very
Yes.
careful with the way I eat.
Yes.
You know, I'm very careful with a lot of stuff. The way I do my things,
That's
just so I can be there for them.
long term.
I don't have the final say. God does.
Yes.
But again, I work harder. There are certain goals that as a little girl probably I had, but then now that I have kids,
yes.
I look at it like, what was I
And they're a
thinking?
bit unrealistic now.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I have to work harder
Yes.
towards where you work smart,
Smart.
not
Stop
hard.
working hard.
Exactly.
Smart.
So I try to work smart and not
Yes,
hard for my kids. So I've achieved a lot of those goals. Trust me, going to school, going back to school
Yes.
after my first child was
Amazing.
very hard, but that was the drive that got me going.
The
Because
kids
when I
will
thought
drive.
of the fact that I have another baby on the way,
Yes.
and then I have another one already, she's gonna
Yes.
look up to me.
Yes.
I worked harder in school than I could have when I was younger
Yes.
without them. So I just think motherhood
Yes.
has helped me to shape my life better in that I've achieved more goals because I've worked
And
harder.
you've set more
I've
realistic
set more realistic
expectations.
expectations for myself and
Wow.
for my family. And
Amazing. I don't think there's any question I can ask this one that will not get information from. Wow. You can ask me my last question now.
Okay, your last question. What advice do you have for new moms?
Wow. When I think about when I had my first, right, and I'm going to be really honest, because Petra knows me, I don't know how to pretend, and I wear my heart on my sleeves. When I had my first child, I'll say I was a bit on the young side, wasn't I? A little bit on the
You were young,
yes. And I was none the wiser about a lot of things. To be honest, I've actually grown with my first boy, and I remember a very particular incident that will answer this question. When I was 25, I was planning this big thing. Like, I'm 25, I finished uni, my friends. I was cool at that age where you don't want to be at home.
Exactly.
And I had a newborn. And I remember planning, and my husband said, "Oh, you've got your birthday present," and I started crying. And then I think about it now, I remember the day vividly. November was a winter day, and I looked at this little baby and I'm like, I don't want to have him. And that's when I learned that once you have kids, you stop being who you were. You stop wearing that cap of Petra, of Lua. You wear the cap of motherhood.
Exactly.
And what I've learned, being a mom, is to be selfless.
Exactly.
Is to selfless for me. It's an underused and underestimated word, but it covers a lot of things. It stops being about you. So any young mother or any old mother or anybody trying to be a mom, you need to learn that it's no longer about. It's about sleepless nights. It's about tears. It's about diapers. It's about love. It's about cuddles. It's about tears.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And it's something that you cannot explain. It's an amazing feeling. But just know that it'll be a roller coaster of ups, downs, and in between.
Exactly. Great.
Funny that you asked me that, because that was exactly what I had to ask you. So what advice, after having two beautiful girls, what advice, we have come from different places, don't we?
Yes, exactly.
So what advice would you have any new mom right now?
Okay, thank you for that question.
Yeah.
Well, you threw it right back at me.
Yes, because I had it.
Okay, so new moms, the first advice I'll say is don't follow what you see on social media. I'm sorry to say. No, I'm sorry to say, it's true.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
of course, social media has become a global village.
Yes.
To where we learn. I'm not denying that fact.
Everything will go. Everything.
I'm not denying that fact.
Yeah.
I know Dr. Google answers all our questions
Absolutely.
now,
The ones that are not
hypothetically.
right.
But all I'll say is new moms shouldn't follow what they find on Instagram.
Oh.
Not just Instagram. On
any
social media.
Why
Yes.
so?
Just because social media, there is a lot of pretend.
Okay.
I could come out like this mom who got it all.
Oh.
And then you'd be like, how does Petra make it look so easy?
Yes.
When behind I'm dying.
Of course.
We don't put out the hard part of things on social media.
Oh wow.
We put out a picture showing that everything is easy.
Everything is
We don't really say the reality.
Oh wow, that's so
we
true.
don't say the things that are hard in motherhood.
Oh
there's a lot of postpartum depression.
There is a lot
and
of
I
that.
think postpartum depression rates
right
have gone up higher
as a result
in the last 2-3 years.
Ooh.
Because of social media.
Pressures.
You get it.
Honestly,
There is a lot of peer pressure.
There is a lot.
So that's why I'm saying my advice to new moms is just don't follow what you see on social media. Tailor your motherhood values to you.
Yes.
And to your family.
Yes.
And to the friends that you hold at heart. You know, because there is this thing I see most times. We are very quick to tell our moms that mom, it's not this way they do it. We are very quick to correct our mothers.
Wow.
Today, mothers of today, you and I are probably guilty of that.
Yes.
You know, we're very quick to correct our moms and tell them, no, mommy, don't do it this way. Oh, don't do it that way. We forget that they raised us up in an environment where they had no Google.
Absolutely.
They probably had little to no TV or probably had no exposure.
Yes.
But we grew up very strong,
Yes.
very healthy,
Yes.
smart.
Yes.
We were exposed to a whole lot of opportunities
Yes.
growing up.
Yes.
I mean, not compared to today,
Yes.
but I mean, like farming, you know, just different
non-conventional
stuff. And like we did a lot of house chores.
Yes.
Compared to today.
Absolutely.
You see a kid today at more than 10 years old and they can't even clean dishes.
You know what?
You know?
A lot of us watching this, I'm sure moms, if you're honest to yourself, you'll be guilty somehow. I'm a mom and I'm mom to kids in 4 different age ranges, and I'm talking about what kids do nowadays.
Right.
And what we did at that age.
Exactly. So you see, when I go to Cameroon and I see little kids selling whatever they are selling and actually giving the right change, I'm very impressed.
Absolutely.
And that's just because their parents have raised them up to know that life is not always a bed of roses.
Yeah.
But I feel like most kids now think that life is a bed of roses, you know. So I just feel like new moms shouldn't follow what they see on social media. Remember the very first question you asked me about what values I brought from my parents? You know. So it's just that same thing. I feel like bringing those values. Of course, I'm not saying every home is perfect. There are some homes that are dysfunctional. You know. But even if you grew up in a dysfunctional home, there's something you learned.
Those values are always
there.
Honestly.
So that's just what I'll advise new moms. Don't follow what you see on social media. Tell your own motherhood ways. And you can't teach somebody how to be a mother.
No, you can't.
You know, so it's something you learn
as you
every day.
go along. It's a job.
Our mothers are still learning as well. Just like we are still learning from them.
You know what?
You know.
Just to add to what you said before, new moms. You talked about the internet and about Google. And without having a go at Google, because it's helped us able to cook all of our meals that we know.
Exactly.
If you have a headache,
some meals, not all, because I didn't learn how to cook okra from
I know we didn't, right?
Okay.
In our time. If you have a headache, this is an aside, Google tells you that you're having a brain tumor. So whatever sometimes you put with having a new child, Google sometimes exaggerates or undermines the situation. So just on that point, I think it's something that parents should maybe seek a doctor. By the all good when there's a doctor. You know that book that we were growing up?
When there's no doctor.
That book had a lot of answers to our questions. Constipation.
Yes. A lot of homemade remedies.
Absolutely. Let's go back to our core. So let's not dwell on our fingers typing.
Yeah, so that's what I'll really say for new moms. Create time for your little ones as much as you can. Spend time with them, and above all, love unconditionally. You know, I mean, seek for help when you need it. Don't be overwhelmed. It can be motherhood can be overwhelming sometimes, and not everyone is blessed, or not everyone is lucky to have a lot of help. So for those who don't have as much help, please reach out to the people that you think can help you. Don't do it alone. Like we said earlier, it takes a village to raise a child. Don't forget it. Okay? Thank you. It's been a fun time. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And also, run to her channel. Her YouTube, by the way, is Lua Lee. And don't forget, like I said, her weight loss journey is amazing. So she's a family vlogger. Don't forget to subscribe. Part A of this video, we started it on her channel. So thanks so much for watching.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and look forward to seeing you soon again on our next video. By the way, if you like such videos from me, if you want a Q&A, a question and answer session, if you have any questions, please comment below or send me a message
on Instagram,
or just send me a message here on YouTube, or comment in the comment section below and ask what kind of questions or what kind of topics you want me to cover.
I'll be running straight to ask. This woman has got a fountain of information.
Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye. Everyone, thank you.